Welcome back to Max Regen, where JB, the EV fan, tries to convert me, Dave, the Petrol Head, to be an electric car convert.
That's good.
On our 200-mile road trip from East Sussex to the British Motor Museum, we rejoined the story after JB managed to get to the toilet in time. We both consumed yet more coffee and cake while the car charged, and I realised we've spent nearly as much on coffee and cake than you would do on petrol.
So, this is
Reading Services.
Reading Services West, which we've just stopped and peed and charged a little bit more, back to 80 miles, 90%. Just met a really nice gentleman on an i3 and just apologised to him that we were parked at the only ecotricity that worked. First time on this trip we found a problem. Looks like someone's done a hard reset on the pump, the second pump, and I pressed the recover button and it hasn't recovered. So I've reported it to ZapMap. I assume that it just hasn't recovered from being rebooted.
And I've just seen a really expensive bright yellow Mustang parked in the car park, which has probably sucked more petrol out of the planet than this would have done if it was a petrol car.
And that, Dave, is fascinating, but come on, it's eclipsed by the fact
inside there are not one, not two, but three Costa coffee machines that make the noise of a coffee shop. Did you witness this as you
witnessed it. How cool is that? So, not that we're obsessed with coffee machines that make a kind of a pseudo coffee shop sound, but there it is. Anyway, look, we can't stick around here longer. My bladder is already going, oh, where's the next services?
Oh, God.
It's not true, is it?
That's good.
Oxford, here we come. So, I don't know where we are. We're in is it Whitchurch?
I don't know, we're in the middle of nowhere, but we've just been stung by a troll.
Yes, a 60p over the
toll bridge.
Yeah. We're in a beautiful little village, but it's narrow as...
It's guarded by a woman who takes money off you.
Yeah. I suppose we must have appeared quite surprised at finding a toll in the middle of nowhere. There isn't a toll to get out of the village as well. That'll be interesting.
So, there we go. Right, we'll stop wittering now. And
press on for Oxford.
Press on for Oxford.
And this way. Approaching Oxford's welcome break Oxford services, and it's obviously now 20 to 5, so we're picking up some of the early leavers from Oxford, I'd imagine, on the A34. There the services.
Exit left, then keep right.
Hope it's in Free Vend.
They haven't been in Free Vend, have
Be nice if they were.
they? Right, that's it. We're here. Time for a cup of coffee and a quick break.
Yeah.
And then calculate how far if we can make the next one in one go.
So we now are leaving Pear Tree Oxford services.
Yes.
Good grief, what happened to that? So somebody tried running over
right
the
over
roundabout. When it said straight on at the roundabout on somebody's sat-nav, they took it seriously.
Take the third exit.
So we are now heading for a hotel. Because evidently, as it is currently 25 to 6, there is no point in us trying to go to the museum because it'll be closed.
It'll be closed. So we were going to pretend that we were going to get there, but it looks like that might be a false hope.
False hope. So, in other words, we are going to a hotel tonight, so we will...
Stop the pretense.
Stop the pretense.
Yes.
I think we all realised it was going to take ages.
Yeah.
Perhaps we've been a little too cautious with stopping, but that could be put down to bladder control from the elder gentleman in the car.
Yes, the senior. I'm a senior now. That's fine. Seniors are allowed to have, bladders that need emptying frequently. That's fine.
Bringing a whole new dimension to the phrase pant-wetting experience. Have I been convinced to buy an EV car? Not yet, no.
Second exit.
If it could go further so you didn't have to keep stopping, it'd be awesome.
Okay, so this one perhaps not, this 24 kilowatt Leaf. But what about the i3 that we saw at the other station?
Yeah, I mean, he reckons he can get 170 miles out of his i3.
Working on our budget that we've got to spend on a car, it's probably the best option at the moment. But next year it'll be all different. The 40 kilowatts will start to get cheaper. What the devil's that?
Where?
Oh, there's a very low flying aircraft.
Good God!
Yes. My God. Watch out, his wheels are about to touch the roof.
That is the airport over there, because that's the end of the runway.
Right, Oxford Airport. Oh, there you go, there's something interesting.
And that is literally the end of the runway.
Yeah.
If it goes through the fence, it's
Yeah.
it's on the road.
It's on the road, yeah. Coolio.
Excellent.
Right.
Onwards.
And upwards.
Home, James. No,
Right.
Hotel, James.
James.
So here we are, British Motor Museum. Now, time to find the charger.
Well, we know where the charger is. We need to go up that road that takes us up round to the conference centre. It's not that busy, that's good.
No, we like it when it's
Can you see any charges, any evidence of charges?
Any evidence of any charges? In a word,
No.
no. Museum parking only?
Let's assume they'll let us.
Yeah. Oh look, there's an Aston Martin. No, there's proper Jag over there. Sorry. Oh, let's try not to run over the gentleman that
So we're here. We're effectively here. We're just going to find if we can actually charge.
park.
See if there's nobody parked in the space.
Ah. Security are parked in your space.
Yeah. That's okay.
Disabled parking only.
Now where's the charger? It's still there.
It's still there. It's where the petrol security car.
Let's see what.
Reserved for BMM security. Well, that's handy. Look, they've put the security van car.
We'll go and ask in
Maybe.
reception. But that's it, guys. We're here now. I know it says disabled parking only, but we are here, and it's been a good trip.
Yeah.
Yes, we thought we'd just better mention how awesome the day's been.
This has been fabulous. The place is awesome.
It is
If you
fantastic.
are anywhere in the area, even if you're not, come here, British Motor Museum. We've spent all day here. We've taken lots of photos, which we will put up in a very short montage in a moment. So come to the British Motor Museum. I can't recommend it enough. Thrown us out.
Yeah.
It was closing time.
It's so quiet. You can hear a pin drop down there. In fact, Business Protection have just come and check us out. So
Yeah,
we're
so
off now.
we better go. See you
See you
later.
soon.
So we didn't get arrested and we got out. But what have we learnt on our electric road trip? Well, JB is still a massive advocate for EVs.
Well, what can you say, Dave? They are cheap to run. They are non-polluting. The tax disc is free. There's very low maintenance costs and cheap per mile compared with fossil fuel.
But unless you could afford a relatively new car, you just don't get the range that a petrol car has, so you end up drinking lots of coffee and visiting lots of service stations.
That having been said, they are great fun to drive because of the enormous torque, which gives you sparkling acceleration and of course zero emission. But Dave, would you buy one?
And not at the moment, mainly because of the range, and they don't produce enough coffee in the world for all the stops I'd make. But, having said that, I may be persuaded if the price came down on the cars and the range was increased, and they made them look a little better, because some of them are quite ugly.
A fair point. I'd like to thank all the friendly EV drivers we met.
As well as the people in Starbucks,
Burger King,
Welcome Brake Services,
Moto Services,
Ecotricity,
and of course the British Motor Museum.
and
Costa Coffee.
Don't forget to like and subscribe so you're alerted to new content, and we will see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.